You are in support of America invading Nigeria. 100%. Guns are blazing.
I said 100%. Since the government have refused to listen.
Let them come. Let Trump come with his America, and with you people, you all die.
If non-oil revenue is going well, then we have no fear of whatever Trump is doing on the other side.
Remember when I tell you that America will fight Nigerian government? It's not happen now. Huh?
United Nations, I know you're watching it. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing, I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump. Now, please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria.
Welcome back. Now, the conversation is getting very tense. We know that Donald Trump is a man who is used to rhetorics. He is a man who utter whatever it is that comes to mind. And there are certain people who have dug deeper into the archives and they have been able to piece one or two things together. The truth of the matter is this: there is no country in the world that America steps its military foot on that ever remains the same. That country will end up in total disarray. According to certain people, they claim that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, alongside the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, had supported Kamala during the previous election and not Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is not happy about this. They supported her financially. They donated huge amount of money. They canvassed and did all to make Kamala the president of the United States. Trump is not happy about this, one. And two, the talk about resources. It is said that one of the advisors in the United States, advisors to the president, had suggested that the president agree to a military base in Port Harcourt, that is the south of Nigeria. That military base, according to them, is to combat terrorism in Nigeria. And if you look at the distance from the north to, like, let's say Maiduguri in the north of Nigeria, or the middle belt of Nigeria, or let's even say the Horn of Nigeria, you realize that the distance is huge. The truth of the matter is this: America is interested in the resources. It is all about the resources. That's why they are pushing into Venezuela, pushing into all this, into countries that have resources and something for them to steal from. They want huge control. They are losing their grip in the Middle East. I mean, the Arab countries. They are losing their grip there, so they need a place where they can drain and suck. There are countries where America will be needed, but they are not looking at that direction. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a battle to finish as it is. Nigerians are divided. There are some who are of the opinion that America should come, they care less. There are those who are looking at it and they're like, no, America do not come. While we have people who are like, wait, if America comes, Nigeria stays, I mean the government stays, we will not gain or get anything. I don't know what your thoughts are. Let us look deeper. Let's dive deeper into it.
This is the genocide of people that were killed on the fateful day of 7 March 2010. Massacre at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of big victims that were killed. Machineries were brought from Niger Republic. They were brought from Chad. They were brought from Burkina Faso, Senegal. They were hired into the nation. They mix up with those from Maiduguri. That's a Muslim state. Also from Gombe. Muslim state. In fact, the troop into this place, Bauchi, this is the route that they took. By about midnight, they invaded this village. We are living peacefully in this Dogona Hawa. These are the victims of massacre. Double Bitrus, Chuan Bitrus, John Nash Ren, Ngoisa Danjuma, all they are under the grave. Karos Nash, Lydia E. Danjuma. See the name. 100 is moving to 66. Ended by Israel Simon, Lydia Bulus Chuang, Da Labi Dung. And look at this place too. Da Dung, Da Gong Dung, Justina Gang, Sani Pam, Victor Pam. To summarize, to go down to 126. Round up with Ungo Titi Guam. We move also to 127. Dan Juma Guam. Victoria Zhang. Test Crooks. You have been looking for facts. Look at facts. To prove Nigerian government are biggest liar. If they touch them, they will say Muslims are also killed. By who? By Muslim terrorists. After they have eliminated Christian from Katsina, from Zamfara, from Borno, what next? Then the Christian that escaped from the far north, Sokoto, they were able to locate and come back to Plateau State. Because, and they moved down to the south. They escaped their life. Now, the rural villages of Sokoto, Muslim state, Katsina, Muslim state, if you find a Christian, it's in the town, the city, headquarters of the state. That's where there's security. But in the villages, Boko Haram are taking over the villages. Once you're a Christian, you can only be a Christian by serving them as slaves in the local government. Look at what has happened to 189. Look at this monument. It's a memory for what is happening. Chuan S. Dung Gang boat moving down to 252 people. Joseph Johanna. Now let's go back to see the other side of the monument. It continues from 250. Zongdungzi, Chuandi, Jik, Da Gyang Pam Tang, Kumbo Gyang Tang. It moved down to 315. That is Nerat Jong. Move again to 316. Peace John, Ezekiel Pam. It moved down again to 378. That's Paula Joseph Nyam.
Sure.
It shift again from the top. Da Dungyang, Wen Davo. It moved down to 401 and 41. Da Gom Elia was among them list. Mandung Christopher, that's 402. Garba Danjuma, he moved down to round up to 501. Apart from this list that are here, There are many, only vultures that were dragged into those rocks. Women were dragged for raping that day. Come and see what happened. Look at the monument. Now, can we say there was no genocide in those places? Children are there. There are two accounts of record. The one that I have here, the one that I have here, you can see their lists and their ranks in wherever they are. Children were battered. Children, they are among those names. And I have it here, compiled by my father, Reverend Danyam Dung, my brother. We have seen here the name of children and adults. Look at it. Ungola Rababulus, adult. Sandra Bitrus, child. Gabriel Bitrus, child. Ngo Yisa Danjuma, adult. Ngo Laraba Danjuma, adult. Timothy Ezekiel Danjuma, child. Lydia, child. Obadiah, child. And somebody will come out and say, there was no genocide. This God that we serve.
Let them come. Let Trump come with his America, and with you people, you all die. This lunatic. He wants to annex Canada. He wants Iceland. He wants to kill the president of Venezuela. He wants to kill the supreme leader of Iran. He wants to finish up Yemen. This sick lunatic. And that's why when they talk about America, is a sick country. A country of mad people. Insane people. And that's why they can elect a mad, insane idiot. A lunatic. That's why they can elect a lunatic as their president. That's why they can elect a lunatic as their president. South Africa is committing genocide against white. This one. But he cannot see the genocide in Congo. He cannot see the genocide in Gaza. He cannot see the genocide in Sudan. South Africa is committing genocide against white. Nigeria genocide against Christian. He wants Iceland. He wants to annex Canada. He wants to kill the president of Venezuela. He wants the president of Colombia to never set foot on American soil. Who wants to set foot on American soil? What's there for me to go and see in America? What is there for me to go and see in America? I thank God, Tony, Biafra can stand without a job. Thank God. So please, let us sit down. Let us give these Igbo people their country. Let us give them let them go. What are they doing in Lagos? What are they doing in other people's land? Let them just go. Come to Nigeria, you die in Nigeria. Maricon, agency, you will die in Nigeria. Let Trump and you people come. That one will assure you, you people will die here. It will be your graveyard. Nigeria will be your graveyard. Everybody knows that people are being killed left, right, and center in Nigeria. This is not a lie. But is it Muslim? Is it Muslim? Is it Christian? I'm a Muslim. Who is in the oasis of non-Muslim? Non-Muslims. What I am today, I was not made by Muslims. What I am today, I was made by non-Muslims. You people talk too much. Don't worry, we are waiting. We always tell you, we don't just talk, we perform. We don't just come, we perform. In an oasis of non-Muslim, I became secretary of the first convention of the Youth Council, organizing secretary of the first convention of this thing. I became the secretary to organize the first convention of IYC in Abonima. I became the first vice president, the first deputy president, and the second president. It's an honor Ijaw people had given me. Tony, let them come now. Allow the Americans to come. Which America? We are growing up. We said 12 days war. How many days war had gone? We will finish. We will do this. The world is waiting. The world is waiting. The monopoly in science and so on, by one group of people, is gone. We have entered a new era where everybody's eyes is open. So many empires had risen. We saw the Egyptian empire, we saw the Greece empire, we saw the Roman empire, we saw Persia, we even saw the Muslim empire. They all fell. Maybe Trump is the coroner for the fall of the American empire. Maybe Trump is the coroner for the fall of the American empire. This man just stands up, he stands up, when he wakes up, he just says whatever. Are we talking of Muslims, or am I not a Muslim? Nnamdi, am I not a Muslim? Let them not say most Christians have been killed. More Muslims have died in Nigeria than Christians. A group of evil people are killing people. And some of us had made effort. Yes, Daniel, I plan to fight America. Daniel, Jerry, yes, I plan to fight them. Are they not human beings like us? When the time comes, you know whether we'll be able to engage you know whether we'll be able to engage America if they will live here. Let them come down. Maybe they'll fly in the air. They will come down. When they come down, whether they will live here. I think their own, if one person dies, it pains them so much. Let them come, whether they will live here.
You are in support of America invading Nigeria.
100%.
Guns are blazing.
I said 100%. Since the government have refused to listen and leaders have not been helping matters.
Wouldn't that affect the sovereignty of Nigeria? That's the question I'm asking.
You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are not telling you what to do, Abi. You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are on the dining table with government, telling government what to do, and leaders are supporting it in Moses. That's even my annoyance. Why would anybody utter such words? These are things you should frown at. Who brought them into Nigeria? Was Nigeria like this in 1999? Moses, please be sincere to yourself. Who brought them into Nigeria? What are they doing here? Why are they not in Ghana? Why are they not in the Republic of Benin? Please, why are they not in South Africa? You can see, we forgot the genesis of our problem and we are blaming America. Let them come. If that will solve the problem. Since you people don't know what to do, let them come and help us. Look at now, as I'm talking to you now, almost 20 villages have been taken over in Plateau and Benue. Moses, who are those occupying those villages? Are they Christians? The real indigenous of those states are now in IDP camp, and they are the farmers in Nigeria. Can you beat that?
There's genocide against the poor in this country. There's genocide against Muslims in this country. There's genocide against Christians in this country. There's genocide against children in this country. To now separate it and say maybe it's one religion or the other. Interestingly, Nigeria doesn't count or do DNA of people who are killed to determine whether they are carrying a Bible or a Quran. So the number of people that were abducted on our road yesterday, did anybody find out whether they are Christians or Muslims? Whereas the U.S. can nitpick symbolically to say, because they have policies, definitely. They say, oh, you know, there are genocides against Christians in Nigeria. Why is the U.S. not taking the same position in Gaza? That there's genocide against Muslims by Israel. So there's international hypocrisy about that. In a country where they are killing 6,000 people a day, you did not designate the killer as a genocidal government. But you are here. Please, let's be careful. I am not in any way defending what is happening in Nigeria. But I'm just saying that the problem with Nigeria has nothing to do with religion. It's complete irresponsible leadership and insecurity that kills everybody. Yes. What about when the terrorists go and kill people in the mosque? When you talk about insecurity in this country today, it happens more in the north, in the Muslim part of the north.
Christians, 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 Christians. This one but this one Yoruba land. Let's rise up, Nigerian Christians. Let's rise up and shut Nigeria down. This king of Christians is getting out of hand. Christians have been slaughtered. And the Nigerian Christians never rise up to say no to this. They are keeping silent. Our politicians have fed us. They have fed us. Our politicians have fed us. Most of them are responsible for this funny husband of Boko Haram that are slaughtering Christians in Nigeria, for the Islamization of Nigeria. Our politicians have fed us. Let us rise up, join hands together, shut Nigeria down. Peaceful protest, no market, no school, shut everywhere down. The people that die like this, they are not foul. The other time, there was one Pentecostal church. Franny Hesman, Boko Haram enter, so that people, even the general overseer, cannot stand up to condemn the evil. Everybody are keeping silent. Why are we keeping silent? Let us rise up to say no to this killing. Let us rise up to say no to this killing. Every protest, shut everywhere down. No school, no market, everywhere shut down. All the Christians will rise up, say no to this. If we do this, you will see that this thing will be a very great threat to our evil, wicked, vampire politicians that are sponsoring this evil. I assure you that President Donald Trump, will help us if we can stand up to say no to this. Because we are keeping silent. They are killing Christians in Nigeria. They are killing Christians in Nigeria, yes. But we Christians in Nigeria, let's rise up. Let's rise up. Do you know the problem now? Before I land up, do you know the problem? The problem is that some of our top men of God, ministers of God, they are working together with those blood-sucking demon politicians, vampires. They are working with them. It will be very difficult for them to believe, for them to accept this protest. The problem is that some of our WTO, they will not agree this. Because some of them, most of them, they are working with those politicians. Because this protest, even our politicians, they will not agree this protest. But if our WTOs, ministers of God, can gather themselves together, our politicians, they will not have any option to keep quiet. Rise up! It's too much. It's too much. Every month, mass burial, slaughtering Christians, and we have that the WTO, pastors, reverend, bishop, everybody are keeping silent, and they're slaughtering Christians in Nigeria. We have great ministers of God in Nigeria. Why are we keeping silent? I not said that Jesus said they will persecute us. Yes, but we need to rise up to do what we're supposed to do. We need to rise up because our politicians, they are covering all those things. They don't want the world to know that the killing of Christians is going on in Nigeria. Go to Benue State, go to Kaduna, go to Plateau, go to many places in Nigeria. You will see how they are slaughtering Christians. They will come in the Christian community, village. They will slaughter people there. They will enter inside community, slaughter people there. After they slaughter people in that community, I'm telling you what is happening. This one happened last 2 weeks ago. 27 people were buried, and the pastor, Pentecostal pastor, and he believed this thing. In Plateau, all these things that you are seeing, this one, na Christians, I didn't believe this one. Christians. This one now, or this one are Yoruba land. Pastors will come, they will do the burial, pray, they will go. Let's rise up, Nigerian Christians. Let's rise up and shut Nigeria down. This killing of Christians is getting out of hand. Let's rise up and shut and end this evil that is happening. Because our politicians, they are the one that are sponsoring this Boko Haram flying herdsmen for the Islamization of Nigeria. But let's say no to this evil. I'm using the opportunity to call the President of America, President Donald Trump, to please help Nigerian Christians. I'm calling the President of America, President Donald Trump, to please to help Nigerian Christians. Please, it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Christians have been killed every day by day in Nigeria. Why are we keeping silent? Why? If we keep silent, these people will conquer us. They will conquer us. Their plan will fulfill. But let's rise up. Let's rise up. Let's rise up. They are the GOs, pastors. The general overseer of winners, the general overseer of Christ and Basim, the general overseer of Redeem, Dunamis, general overseer of Dunamis. There are many churches. Both choosing Watchman, Deeper Life. There are thousands of churches. Roman Catholic Church, Anglican Church. Let's rise up. Let's rise up, please. Join hands together to say no to this evil. Shut everywhere down in Nigeria. No market, no school, everywhere shut down. Heavy protest. This killing of Christians must stop. When we do this, you will know that we draw the attention of America. We draw the attention of the world for them to know that we are serious to stop this evil that is happening in our country. Thank you and God bless you. As you're watching this video, make sure that you share this video. I'm still your brother, Evangelist Ebube Joseph Ezagaba.
Remember when I tell you that America will fight Nigerian government? It's not happen now. Huh? Now I want to advise Tinubu that Tinubu does not see where this matter is going to. You know, Trump said that we use military. If they don't stop this. Tinubu does not know how to reply Trump. Sincerely, that's not the best answer. And I cannot teach him the best answer. There is what we call prophet. God will tell you, tell him this. God will tell you, don't reply. If I am one of Tinubu's advisor, I will have told Tinubu to keep quiet. But Tinubu have gone out to love her, boo. Because Trump does not want Tinubu for second term. Genocide is not the problem. Trump does not want him for second term. They did not know. He said, I'm going to keep quiet and be watching steadily. Hey, oh my God. Tinubu, you should have kept quiet. If you ask me, people like us, we will give you best advice. But they believe that we hate him. We don't hate him. We are saying the truth. This reply will cost Tinubu a lot. And where the problem is, I told you, I said, summon your governors. These governors are the people sponsoring this wala. I doesn't know. I said, don't dialogue with terrorists. Why must you dialogue with them? This thing will weaken our military and will weaken Tinubu's second term. I warn him that US is about to chase you out of office. They are still ready. They are ready. Genocide is just the trademark to fight him. Opposition will be rejoicing now because they have started this meeting since middle of this month. Yeah. Right? But he does not see it. And doesn't know how to fight this opposition now. He should forget about the strategy. He needs divine intervention. Otherwise, his second time is seriously. Second time I have not been assured. It's not yet certain. Let many governors come. These governors are deceiving you. Your ministers are deceiving you because they are going to negotiate with opposition, and which they have started now. He does not see, and his security has been compromised. Change your security.
Welcome back. Now, if you have been up and doing on this, I mean, if you are kind of up to date on the latest happening as per the United States, Donald Trump putting it out on social media, and of course with the support of certain some of his advisors, they want to move into Nigeria, and they have chosen the oil-rich region of Nigeria as a place of settlement, military base. What does that tell you? To them, they are protecting the interest of Christians. They believe that Christians are in the oil-rich region and they should be protected, rather than them going head-on into the north of Nigeria, where the battle against Christianity, according to them, exists, or the unaliving of Christians, where it's happening. Omoyele Sowore said there is a lot of attachment to genocide. We can call it economic genocide. We can call it whatever kind of genocide. Every Nigerian is experiencing one or the other, and he's suggesting that we should demand more from our government, which it's like inviting in the United States is not going to do good. That's the truth of the matter. This is a country that is built on slavery, colonialism, and presently the Black Lives Matter issue. They've not sorted out their own mess over there. Now, am I saying that United States of America has not, in one way or the other, done some good here and there? They have done some good here and there, but the truth of the matter is that the wickedness or the evil that they have done is even far greater than the good. And the way they manage media, don't come to our country if you do not support invasion, support whatever, unless you're already a United States citizen, which your life is not even guaranteed. That's how it is. It's as simple as that. So if you're applying for visa, they will be requesting for your social media handle so they can check, so they can confirm if you are anti-policy of the United States in any way, such as maybe what I'm saying. They don't like it that you are saying that it's a no for the United States invasion of Nigeria, claiming that they are coming to defend Christians, that Christians are being slaughtered, unalived. Now, let us look at the nitty-gritty of it. Is it true that certain activities in the middle belt of Nigeria, certain parts of Nigeria, where Christians are predominant and there are clashes? Yes. Now, this is how it is. So the clash is about land, it's about this, it's about that. And someone comes grazing, bring their herds down to graze. And you are like, no, this is not supposed to be. Because you stop that person, what they do next is to come shouting Allahu Akbar, and you call in the police, call in the military, call in whatever. Hey, this is happening. And they refuse to come. It will come to a point you will just have no option than to look at it and then conclude. This is as a result of religion and maybe ethnicity. That's basically your conclusion, because you are wondering, why have I put a call across and I'm not getting any form of protection? Should we take laws into our own hands? Should we defend ourselves? And then it becomes a clash between Fulani that have been, they are rogues anyway. It's a clash between Fulani and the thieves, Fulani and this tribe, Fulani and this person, Fulani and that person. You know, it's a terrible situation. Let us be sincere about it. Now, let us also look at what happened in the southwest of Nigeria, where terrorists went into a church in Ondo State. They unalived a lot of people. And somehow it seems as if people have forgotten about it. Like, oh, they said this is in response to a certain whatever that happened outside of the shores of Africa. I mean, outside of the continent of Africa, it happened. They said America did one thing, so therefore they will unalive a brown-skinned person that has decided to embrace Christianity. They unalive them in the south west of Nigeria. Is it genocide? Is it persecution? It's the same that the United States experiences too. There are people who are upset, not happy, and there are people who, without being bothered, want to bother other people. They want to be wicked. They want to unalive people. They want to do wicked acts. It is still the same problem that the United States experiences. That is the same. If you go to the US, you see a Caucasian pull up a rifle, unalive people, obviously knowing fully that the crowd there are predominantly melanated people, brown-skinned people. The other time it happened, what Donald Trump said, he blamed game companies. He said, the kind of games you guys produce, the violence in it is the reason why his own Caucasian family did what he did. Can you believe that? So, sincerity is what I'm trying to point out here. there is no sincerity in all of these utterances of Donald Trump saying we are coming to defend the Christians, we are coming to defend the Christians. Muslims are also being unalived in the north of Nigeria. But are we going to be like, oh, because Muslims are being unalived by the same sect, the same group of people? Is that the reason why a community that's predominantly Christians should be unalived? Is it ethnic issue? Is it tribal issue? Or is it a religious thing? Now, I'll go to an update that dropped some years back. The United States was supposed to partner with the Nigerian army in putting an end to terrorism. What surprised and shocked them, which I'm going to put it this way and also do a reverse of it. They said that they discussed with the Nigerian army, the top echelon, and they agreed that they were going to gas that particular enclave where the terrorists are without any exchange of gunfire. What I mean by gas, it means they are going to gas them, they are going to sleep, and then they will save those. That was the Chibok thing and some other, kidnapping of young girls. They said this is what we are going to do. And that's the agreement. They said that they were surprised to find the terrorist putting on gas mask ahead, meaning someone had leaked to them what was going to happen. Let us break it down. The Nigerian army gets funds. They get their own quota from the government to fight this so-called internal war. Once this war comes to an end, this wickedness comes to an end, there will be no funds for the military, so they need to keep it alive. That's one. Two, there are certain people who are doing this. Maybe they believe that Allah Akbar and all of these criminal, wicked acts of these so-called people should be permitted or allowed. And it gives them extra virgins wherever it could be. Then you should also understand how the United States operate. The United States is not really that same that you think they are. The way they operate in wickedness will shock you. They can, behind, leak this information to the terrorist and then accuse the Nigerian government of leaking the information, and they do what they are threatening to do now. Like, we are going to come in here forcefully, we are going to take over, we are no longer sharing info. In fact, we are bringing our tanks here, we are bringing our base here, and they will do it forcefully. And you'll be shocked that your resources is what they want to be in control or in charge of. That is how they operate. They will never come if they are not to steal. If that's basically what it is. Now, Nigerians are not happy, like you heard what that gentleman said. He said, we don't care. We don't care at all. Let them come. Since our politicians have refused to do the needful, let them come, let them come, let them come. We don't care. We don't want to know. Let them come, let them come, let them come. Some might say it's more or less like the devil at the deep blue sea. The devil you cannot embrace. The deep blue sea is also a certain death. So what then? What then? Well, the answer to it is to take off the two options, the devil and the blue sea. Take it all off. Cancel them. The United States, the complicit Nigerian army, and the government, they are useless. It's time for the citizen to demand better. Look at them taking videos and pictures with bandits and criminals. They come with their full regalia and their weapons. They engage them peacefully, embrace them. It's as terrible as that. You cannot continue to just condemn by words of mouth, people being unalived. Action is needed, thorough action. Imagine the government not bombing all of those terrorists gathered there. That would have sorted, put peace. But rather than that, they take videos and pictures with them and they try to unalive people or persons who are seeking for cessation, agitating for cessation, like IPOB, like Sunday Igboho Yoruba Nation. It's a terrible thing. Some are saying that IPOB or the Biafra agitators are the ones pushing for this narrative, and of course, some pastors who are not getting their private jet packed for free and some other goodies that they get, many of them, they claim, are behind this, oh, the Christian genocide. The truth of the matter is this: if there is a place where Christians are predominant and invaders come, and those invaders are Muslims, well, the quickest is to say this is a kind of genocide, or this is a kind of ethnic cleansing. We need to unalive these people. We need to finish them. An end must come to cows and cattle being, taken from here and there, and this trash and this foolishness. Enough is enough. It has to come to an end.